welcome back, or welcome. Time for another Time Guesser Daily. If you're not familiar with the game, 5 pictures, you gotta identify the location and the year. This is in Yosemite. I've been to Yosemite. We did see a tree that you could walk through. I don't think we saw the one that you can drive through. Is this Yosemite? Yes. The Wawona. I don't remember a huge amount about the layout of the park. It looks like there's lots of trees down here. I mean, there's trees everywhere. The Wawona. This is Wawona Road. Is this whole thing Wawona Road? Yes. All right. Well, I wonder if we follow this road, whether we will encounter the tree if it's still there. Perhaps the reason I didn't see it is because it's no longer there. But let's see. Maybe it's near this Wawona picnic area and so on. Wawona campground. Wawona. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this thing right. It's a very strange word. Let's just put it there. Right, we need a year for this. National Park Service, USDI 101. Right, I'd say probably in the 1920s. Looking at the shape of these hats, this car is like, still pretty early stuff. Maybe we'll say about 1928. Let's try that as a starting point. Oh, it was a little bit later. The Wawona tunnel tree, the giant sequoia stood at 69. Yeah, okay. So, it survived until 1969. Is it marked on the map? Don't see it. Okay, 4 years off. Not great. We're over 9,000. It's not a terrible start, but it's not great. Right. Wikipedia Johor Meetup 4. Wikipedia Editing Workshop. Crescendo International College. Right, what can we see? Oh, it does say Malaysia here. So let's see if we can find a place in Malaysia called Johor, perhaps. And within Johor, there we go. Within Johor, maybe we can find Crescendo International College. Johor is here. This whole area is Johor, but let's assume that this international college is in Johor Bahru. Right. Crescendo International College. Maybe we'll just go there. It's going to be somewhere in this broad area. I don't know if there's any other clues here. We've got the shape of the building there, but I mean, no chance. Crescendo and its programs. What does that say? University of London. Is there a chance this is London? I don't think so. I was checking the plugs, but then this part of the world uses the same plugs as the UK, so that doesn't really help us very much. I don't really recognise these juice cartons and things as being British. So I don't think this is. Oh, and also, you can see we've got like palm trees outside. No, we're definitely not in London. This is Malaysia. Crikey, when is this? Okay, so we've got a reasonably modern MacBook. It's not super recent. It's 20 teens, that. We've also got some, again, reasonably modern laptops here. That's an iPhone, 8 or something like that. What did we learn the other day? That the iPhone 7 came out in 2016, I think. I think that poster was 2017. So maybe this is about 2018? I think, if we assume that phone is not brand new, and we're somewhere in Johor Bahru, or however we would pronounce that.
Johor Bahru.
I think that's a reasonable enough guess. I don't think there's any other evidence jumping out at us here. If we could see this in more resolution, you might be able to see kind of, you know, the shape of the tabs in Chrome or whatever, which might give something away. But I think I'm okay with that. 2018. I think so. I think I'm happy with that. Let's go for it. 1 year off. 2017. Okay. Is Crescendo named on the map? Oh, look, Crescendo, help. Okay, all right, I didn't see that. I felt like I gave it a pretty good effort, though, at scanning the city. Okay, not too bad there. Lost a few points, but not terrible. What's going on here? We've got a lot of different flags. Right, Apotek. I'm trying to think what language I recognize that from. Kukai is a store name I've not seen in a pretty long time. There's a flag up there that I can't really see. Pub tax free. Server. How does that say? Glass and porcelain. I actually, funnily enough, I don't think it's just because of the fact that that's a common motif, but I sort of do recognise that sign. Okay, we're in Cyrillic. I don't know. Oh, wait, that's in Cyrillic, but this is in... we can't necessarily be sure that that's... these flags here, that's a representation of Ukraine. We're not in Ukraine. Up here we've got kind of everything. All throughout we've just got a lot of different flags. If I could see, that it's a currency where it's like 315 dash with a dot, which I kind of is vaguely familiar to me in terms of how currency is written in some countries, but I can't think where I recognize it from. I think it's probably Nordic. I have a feeling this dash is like a krona thing, which would be perhaps Danish or Swedish. We can just see a tower in the distance with a kind of green copper roof. I think maybe the first place to check could be Sweden. Just thinking that blue and yellow, like it looks like the Ukrainian flag, but actually those are kind of Swedish colours, aren't they? Maybe I can see if I can see shop names like Apotek that could maybe help us see if we're in the right language. Normally you don't have to look too far to find an apothecary or a pharmacy or whatever. At this point I'm just wanting to see the word apotek, just to see whether it's a word that gets used in Sweden. Oh, bloody hell, there is one there. Kronans apotek. Yeah, look, that says apoteket and apotek, and this is apoteket, and we've got apotek. So I think this is Swedish that we're looking at here. The next question is, which city are we in? Whenever we've been in Sweden before in this game, we've always been in Stockholm. I don't remember that much about Stockholm. This street is fairly recognisable with these black stripes down it. It's pedestrianised. I wonder how many pedestrianised shopping areas we have. Look at this, black stripes on the street. I think we found it. I think it must be this Drottninggatan. So, if we're on Drottninggatan, what's going to be that green tower that we're seeing at the end? That's probably it, isn't it? Have we got some kind of... I'm not sure actually, but does it like it's kind of got trees and stuff? Maybe that's the green tower thing. All right, well, I think let's maybe say that we are. Do we want to actually have a look and see if we can find any of these places? Not sure where. Let's maybe just put it here. We need a year for this. I'm thinking... Style-wise, we've got quite baggy jeans. It doesn't look very recent. Jeans kind of went skinny in around about 2000, and I mean the sort of mainstream skinniness was sort of 2007-ish, wasn't it? 6, 7, 8. So I think we're probably pre that. I think maybe early 2000s. I can't see any particularly obvious technology. Not a huge amount that even particularly well dates it. It's like jeans, shirts. This is just a Lacoste polo shirt. It's pretty straightforward, been around for ages. This kind of long skirts. Maybe about 2002, 2003. Somewhere in that area. Let's try 2003. Let's try that. Oh, it was 1998, but the location was 5,000 points. 5 years off is quite disappointing. It was the 90s. Wow. Looked a bit more recent than that to me. But, okay. All right. Well, happy with the 5,000 location. And, yeah, just like lost quite a few there on the year. Okay. This is Barack Obama somewhere. Oh, I think we know where that flag is from. That is the Tanzanian flag. So I think this is going to be obviously Obama, somewhere in the later stages of his presidency. So maybe somewhere around about 2015. And then that's probably the first 3 letters of Tanzania. Is there a place called Caribou? There's some places that are K-A-R. Would be really nice to stumble across a place called Caribou like that. Karatu? Okay, I'm not seeing a place called Caribou. Let's just try and do a little bit more exploration here. He's being welcomed somewhere. So it's possible this is an airport. We've got some military folks standing around. Got some very delighted people. We've got some reasonably old-fashioned smartphones. That's an iPhone somewhere probably in the kind of 5, 6 region. So yeah, that would be around about that kind of 2013, 2014 era, I think. So I think that's okay, timing wise. It's just the accurate location. Shall we have a look at airports? That's a full-on big old airport. What does is that the domestic terminal there? This is the domestic terminal, so maybe that could be where important people come in. We could see a letter on the ground over here, this G. And this does seem to have like writing in white paint on the ground. This building here could conceivably be this. We've got these towers and things. I think maybe let's say we're kind of here. I don't know if that's going to be anywhere near right, but you know, you never know. 2014, what do we think? I mean, he's pretty grey. iPhone, as I learned the other day, iPhone 1 actually came out in 2007, not 2008. So 1, 3, something 3G, 2007, 2008, 2009. 4, 2010, 4S, 2011, 5, 2012, 5S, 2013, 6, 2014. This is kind of one of those. Let's go with it. Let's go with 2014. Is that right? Halfway through his second term, going around the place. Sure, why not? 2013, but the location was really accurate. To the point where actually I think maybe even my location was more accurate than the pin. Because we've got this paint on the ground, and I think it's that, not that. But anyway, whatever. I'll sacrifice the 2 points. 1 year off. So I don't think I got any perfect years. Oh, we've still got one more round to go. Blimey. I'm really taking my time on this today. Okay, we're on New Bond Street. So that is in London. So New Bond Street comes all the way down here. What's the other road? Begins with CO. So it's not going to be Brook Street. It's not going to be Maddox Street. It's not going to be Grosvenor Street. It'll be Conduit Street, won't it? We're going to be on the corner of New Bond Street and Conduit Street. That should be close enough. Oh, look, yeah, Conduit Street. Anyone fly posting will be prosecuted. We've got a big thing that says targets to save Britain. Industry needs more women. We've got to be in the war. Yep, we're definitely in the war here. I think we might just have to go middle of the Second World War here. I don't know whether it's earlier or later. It's normally later when we have these in Monkoguessr, but I don't think there's enough evidence based on what we can see here to actually make a call unless there's any dates in the image, which I don't see. So I think that's okay. 1942. Let's try that. Post-war London. Definitely in the war here. I interpreted Save Britain as a wartime message, but I guess it's post-war. 5 years off again. Not that good on the years today, to be honest. We're over 45,000. It's the first time we've broken 45,000 in a while. Pretty reasonable throughout, certainly good locations. I mean, what are we saying? 6K, 8K, 40 meters, 99 meters, 8 meters. So, yeah. Very good locations. 4 years, 1 year, 5 years, 1 year, 5 years. So very much up and down throughout. Okay, well, that was fun. Let's see how the leaderboard stacks up. The Lady Hacksaw, very good score, 47,103. Back to Scala, right behind me there, 46,501. Dudar, over 45k there with 616. Dursus, 45,317. Alistair, the Fridge, Herky, 420. Then we've got 43, 42, 42. Relander, 42. The Hacksaw, 42. Lots of 42 scores today. Figbug, 40,000. Number 1, 39,863. And Baikonur, 36,451. Pretty decent spread there. By the way, if I'm mispronouncing anybody's usernames, do let me know how I can correct my pronunciation. But yeah, that was great. I enjoyed that one today. I have not been posting as consistently recently. It's been, there's been lots happening with my normal life. But, it's always nice to find time to do a video, and thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe so that you know when I inconsistently put these out, and yeah, thanks so much. See you next time.